So one of the things that Josh and I cooked up together was Josh is in, besides Queens of Stone Age, he's in Eagles of Death Metal, and they have a new album out called Death by Sexy, which is rad, and you should get if you haven't already got it. And so Josh invited me to to film them when they recorded their album, and so I did, and we made this really cool DVD.
Yeah,
it's about to come out.
Yeah, it's about to come out, and it's not a documentary.
I was downstairs trying to explain it to somebody, and
it's not, but it is real.
It really blurs the lines between.
There's videos, but none of them are complete.
Yeah.
And it reveals factual information, but there's total stream of consciousness bullshit.
It's like tainted reality.
Yeah, Tony Ciula was like, it's a mockumentary docudrama. and
it is though.
And so I just hung up on him,
It's really a great DVD, and is it called DVD by Sexy, or is it called? Just
it's called DVD by Sexy.
So it's DVD by Sexy. Do you know when the date is that it comes out?
I think it's going to come out around Christmas time now. It kept getting delayed and all that stuff like that because it's really special, and I didn't want it to fight with anything else.
Yeah.
It really should get its moment, and it's its own piece. You kept up with us in our workaholic schedule because we were done with the record in 14 days.
Yeah.
And
it was a really fast album. Like albums usually take months and months to make, and these guys did this album in 2 weeks, which is still 3 times as long as what their first album took, which was 3 days.
7 times as long. It was 2 days.
A lot of people that watch my podcast are people that record at home, and that are studio people, dudes that do, people that do video at home and stuff like that.
I love those people.
And for me, you're kind of a Brian Wilson of our time in your studio madness.
Thank you. Yeah.
And if you like Queens of the Stone Age, you know that even if you're just a guitarist, even if you're not a studio engineer, that there is some real specific thought and care and craft in the tones, not only the melodies that are being played, but in the actual tones. And for me, it was great because I knew Josh, but I hadn't seen him being a producer. And I think that the DVD is also interesting to see how you work. Besides being a musician or playing the instruments or writing melodies, just seeing you as painting.
We have this 3-record plan, and this one's supposed to be more produced than the first one, but still so raw and capture like a photograph what is happening right there, and that means mistakes are great because going that is so cool,
it humanizes
trying to replay your mistake later, and I also think that we have such an abundance of stuff that's really perfected sonically and sometimes at the cost of sterilizing the vibe of it, that I sort of feel like this is good for the overall pile. Let's go in and let's talk about a plan before, and then go in, and as much of the plan works, great, and whatever doesn't, fine too,
Yeah, it's like looking at the fingerprints that were left on it lets you know that there was a person there.
Yeah.
Even. You know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff just seems like a person never touched it.
No robots were harmed in the making of this because none were really used,
Yeah. I still, to this day, I won't give it away or say it because it might be a secret, but some of the way that you recorded drums blew my brain out.
If somebody that would teach recording, or somebody that would claim to be or use professional in their own moniker,
they never would have done the things you've done.
But they would have fired me if I was,
what's great about it is and there's a lot of people, I think, at home that are recording and stuff, and they're trying to get their stuff to sound as good as possible. But I know, and you're a firm believer in this, that there isn't a right way to do things, and that your house might have unique sounding rooms, or your bathroom, your guitar might sound, to find those untraditional things that become part of your sound, and to really play with things.
Music, it's really up to you, and it's this beautiful relationship you have with the music, and then you share it with the world, and then they interpret what it is, but you get to define how they hear it and what it sounds like.
The
and
tones, not just the
it
song.
really, you can convey so much more emotion with musical tonality and sounds than you can even with words, because it's the communication that's a little less interpretive and sort of hits you in the spot where do you like the emotion it conjures up, because it's the definitive emotions, you know.
Yeah.
And also I think too that it's one of the few things in the world that is never wrong. Music is.
I agree.
It's never wrong, you know. It's always correct, and so that's why I love it when someone's like, "You're not supposed to do that," and it's like, "No shit."
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think I'm here, bro? You know?
Yeah.
And it's really the unsupply, undemand. You know what's out there and what we have in music, so don't do that, because we already have it.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to be doing more stuff with Josh on Lynch Land, and but wanted to stop by and say hi to him because we've both been so slammed busy, and the DVD...
No one works more and without any help physically or mentally than Liam. Liam is part of the Workaholic Guild, and so we're all very fortunate that he's even. How do you do? You have like, this is your 4 millionth.
I actually had myself cloned. There's 5 of me.
You know what? I love your number 5 because he dresses fantastically with a style that 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 don't use.
I know. But we will. We're gonna have some more fun with Josh in the future. But I just wanted to let you guys know about this DVD and keep your ears peeled for DVD by Sexy Eagles of Death Metal.
Yeah, keep your ears peeled.
Keep your, or as Jack would say, keep your ear balls.
Your ear balls on the
peeled.
motion box.